Learn Persian with Chai and Conversation, Baba Tahir, Khosha Imsho, Part 2. Salam be hamegi and welcome to Part 2 of our discussion on Baba Tahir's Khosha Imsho. So as we mentioned in the introductory lesson, this is a very unique poem in that it uses a different dialect than the one we usually teach in Chai and Conversation. So we're going to go over the poem, but also learn how to say the words and phrases in the poem in everyday modern conversation. First, let's listen to my Aunt Farnaz recite the entire poem.
خوشا امشو که مهمون شمایم کبوتروار بر بوم شمایم ترش رویی مکن مهمون عزیزه خدا دونه که فرداشو کجایم.
All right, wonderful. So let's begin with the first line. خوشا امشو که مهمون شمایم. Let's begin with خوشا امشو. Repeat that after me. خوشا امشو. And as always, when I say a word, repeat it out loud after me. خوشا امشو. Emsho means tonight. And again, this is with the Hamedani accent. With the Tehrani dialect, which is the version we speak here at Chai and Conversation, that becomes imshab. Imshab. So shab is the word for night. And to say tonight, we say imshab. So shab, that's just night. Imshab, tonight. Imshab. And khosha means good time or happy. Khosha. And again, this is with the Hamedani dialect, so it's not really something that you hear in everyday conversation. We do use the word khosh a lot, and that simply means happy or joyous. Khosh. So for instance, khoshhal means happy, a happy mood. Khoshhal. So you can say, I am happy by saying, khoshhalam. So khosha imsho means what a happy night, or I am happy tonight. Khosha imsho. And then, ke mehmune shomayum. So mehmun is such an important word in Persian. It means guest. Mehmun. And mehmune shoma means your guest. Shoma is the formal word for you. Shoma. So mehmune shoma is your guest in the formal sense. Mehmune shoma. And that sound we hear between the two words, it's called the ezafe. And it shows that the mehmun belongs to shoma. So it's your guest. The guest belongs to you. Mehmune shoma. And again, the yom sound at the end is the Hamedani dialect, and it marks possession. It means I am your guest. Mehmune shoma yom. In Tehrani dialect, we would say mehmune shoma am. And finally, the word ke means that. Ke. So khosha imsho ke mehmune shoma yom altogether means what a happy night that I am your guest. So how happy the night is because I'm your guest. Let's repeat the full thing together. Khosha imsho که مهمون شمایم. And let's repeat the full sentence. I'll say the full sentence and then you repeat it after me. خوشا امشو که مهمون شمایم. Great. Next sentence. کبوتروار بر بوم شمایم. So the word kabutar is a very common one. It's pigeon. Kabutar. And in Iranian culture, pigeons are not seen as kind of dirty animals the way they are in some places. They're common but sweet. Kabutar. And var means like. Var. And this is not a word you hear often in conversation, but we hear it in poetry a lot, and twice even in this poem. So kabutar var simply means like a pigeon. Kabutar var. Next, bar boom shomayum. Bar is the word for on. Bar. And boom is the word for balcony. Boom. So now in the first sentence, we had mehmun shomayum. Here we have bar boom shomayum. So boom shoma means your balcony. Boom shoma. And bar boom shomayum means I am on your balcony. Bar boom shomayum. Now let's repeat the whole thing. Kabutarvar bar boom shomayum. All right. Now let's hear my aunt Farnaz recite the last two lines.
ترشرویی مکن مهمون عزیزه خدا دونه که فرداشو کجایم.
Okay, let's begin with that first line. ترشرویی مکن مهمون عزیزه. So let's begin with ترشرویی, which Farnaz adds a syllable in there, ترشرویی, to make the rhyme and rhythm work. So let's pronounce it like that, ترشرویی. So ru means face, ru. And torsh means sour, torsh. So torsh rui means having a sour face. And that is how it would be pronounced in conversation, torsh rui. But as you can see, that's a little difficult to say, torsh rui. And also it doesn't make sense with the syllables in the poem. So in this poem, it gets changed to torosh rui. And makon means do not. Makon. So in conversational Persian, this becomes nakon. Nakon. So makon versus nakon. So torosh rui makon means don't make a sour face. Torosh rui makon. And this is just saying don't be grumpy. And then mehmun azize. Mehmun, again, is the word for guest. Mehmun. And aziz is the word for dear. Aziz. So mehmun azize means a guest is dear. Mehmun azize. So don't be sour. Guests are dear. ترشرویی مکن. مهمون عزیزه. And finally, خدا دونه که فردا شو کجایم. So خدا is the word for God. خدا. And دونه is the word for who knows. And دونه is short for میدونه, which means knows. میدونه. So خدا میدونه. God knows. خدا میدونه. And this is used all the time in conversation. It doesn't necessarily have a religious connotation. Just like in English, we throw out there, God knows or Lord knows. It's not necessarily religious. It just is a saying. So خدا میدونه. So God knows. خدا دونه. And then farda is the word for tomorrow. Farda. And sho, as we learned before, is night. Sho. So farda sho, tomorrow night. Farda sho. And remember earlier we learned emsho, which means tonight. So emsho, tonight. Farda sho, tomorrow night. Emsho. and farda sho. And just like in conversational Persian, emsho is actually emshab, farda sho in today, everyday Persian is farda shab. Farda shab. Then kojayom. So first, koja is the word for where. Koja. And kojayom is the Hamadani accent version of kojam. That's how you would say it in modern conversational Persian, kojam. And in the Hamadani version of the poem, kojayom. And ke, of course, we've learned before. In this context, it means that. Ke. So altogether, Khoda dune ke farda sho kojayom literally would be translated to God knows that tomorrow night where I am. So Lord knows where I'll be tomorrow night. Let's repeat all that together. Khoda dune ke farda sho kojayom. And again, let me repeat the full thing and you repeat the full thing after me. Khoda dune ke farda sho kojayom. So it's saying, enjoy this night because who knows what tomorrow will bring. So again, let's listen to the full poem read by my aunt.
خوشا امشو که مهمون شمایم کبوتروار بر بوم شمایم ترش رویی مکن مهمون عزیزه خدا دونه که فرداشو کجایم.
So I absolutely love this poem. I love the imagery it evokes, the imagery of this guest perched on the balcony like a pigeon. I even love that it acknowledges that, yes, sometimes guests can be an inconvenience. So as he's saying, don't be sour, don't be grumpy. Acknowledge that having a guest is a privilege. So I love the message of joy and community that in the end, who knows where we'll be. That the important thing is to enjoy this moment now that we have together. It reminds me of so many of the other poems we've learned. In fact, Khayyam's Khushbash is a great companion to this poem. We'll link to it in the show notes in case you haven't listened to that one already. As always, I'm so excited to hear your thoughts on the poem. We also ask that you memorize this poem and send us a video of yourself reciting it in a beautiful location. We'll have the link to where to do that on the show notes of this lesson. Thank you so much for listening, and until next time, Khuda Hafiz from Layla.